have identified the Federation prisoner you've been chasing. His name is Franklin Drake. Some of our sources say he's a Starfleet intelligence agent, but there are hints that he's much more. From what I can tell, he's not part of the normal chain of command. Previously, we didn't have any images or genetic samples from him, which is why he was so hard to identify. Now, we'll be on him the second he shows his face again. We already have a lead for you to follow. Records indicate a Klingon shuttle entered space above the Rura Penthe penal colony. That system is restricted, and there was no traffic scheduled for today. You are authorized by the High Council to approach the system and determine if Drake is there. Bring him back alive, if you can. There is work to do.
This is Warden Cryptic of the Rura Penthe penal colony. You do not have authorization to land. Turn back now. Any attempt to violate our security perimeter will be met with force. My apologies, Kalekanesh. I am honored to meet you. What do representatives of the High Council seek at Rura Penthe? There are no Federation corps on Rura Penthe. Are you aware enemies of the Empire should be killed, not fed and coddled like infants? Our security logs are checked every quarter hour as per regulations. There have been no transfers in or out of the colony within the last day. Only 2 ships have entered the system today. Yours and a Klingon shuttle. Shuttle left the system hours ago. You are still here. Our logs clearly indicate the shuttle left the system hours ago. There have been no transfers. All prisoners in this colony are either accounted for or dead. Your trail has gone cold.
Halt! Where do you think you're going? You may have crossed the magnetic field, but your visit is unannounced, and you will follow protocol. No one simply wanders around this prison. I will escort you to the Warden.
Your presence here is unnecessary. The only Federation citizens on Rura Penthe are frozen into the ice. But don't let me dissuade you from your manhunt. My guards will stay where they are. If there was a breach, it would have tripped the alarms. Our security system is quite advanced. This is a prison, after all. But please, examine the security system for yourself. If you refuse to accept the word of the prison's warden, that is. You dare to question the honor of a warrior of the House of Torg? You may be representatives of Jempak, but you'll taste my blade if you insult me again. Go! See for yourself. You'll only find the Patak dumped here to rot.
None of these prisoners will help you. They can sense danger far better than you can, and they know the risks of getting involved in a fight that's not theirs. Because I'm not a Patak like the Warden and his cousin Rodek. Have you asked yourself, why would a human come to Rura Penthe? The human is here to extract a prisoner. There are no other alternatives. If he was coming to kill someone, then he's a Koch. All he needed to do was wait. Everyone sent to this hole dies. Most are dead within a year. Are you questioning my honor? If you think you're safe because you hold a weapon, you're mistaken. The only thing standing between you and a cold grave is my patience. Someday I'll teach you a lesson for testing my resolve. The human is here, but it is a complicated situation. You must do exactly as I say. We are surrounded by enemies, and you will need my help to survive. The only crime I've committed was thinking there could be peace between the great houses. And all you need to know is that I'm a Klingon warrior with the information you need.
There you are. I was wondering if I'd lost you.
Don't try to play coy with us. You have the subterfuge skills of a wounded Targ. Did you think no one here would notice a new prisoner? Or that no one would notice when you tampered with the air exchangers?
I see you found a new friend. Look, if I had the time to explain, I would. But I'm on a tight schedule. And you took your time getting here. If you want to know what's really going on, you'll have to ask your new friend. I need to be going.
Enemy target unknown.
The worm has slithered to the surface. We need to stop him before he can reach the edge of the magnetic shield. I promise that I'll explain everything once we track him down. The human is trying to cross the ice. We need to hurry before he gets outside the magnetic shield. In that case, we don't have any time to waste. It will be difficult to track his movements in this flurry. Those were wild jackals. Keep a lookout for more. They travel in packs. They must feed on the corpses of dead prisoners. I'm a diplomat. My peaceful words were called treason. You clearly never read the works of Chancellor Gorgon. Now let me ask you a question. How can we win a war if we can't stop fighting one another? The words of a warrior. Still, killing one another for honor blinds us to greater threats. There he is!
Impressive. Your determination is commendable. There's more at stake here than dealing with a lone human on a mission of mercy. In fact, our intelligence says you have very little time left to act. Our friend here discovered that one of the great houses is plotting against the Empire. He's correct, but his curiosity cost him. Now you and Alexander, I'm sorry, Kimtar, will both have a chance for glory. Kimtar, your father still has friends in the Federation. They believe he's in great danger. I recommend a trip to the Vor system. There you'll find out just how big of a mess you're in, and find the proof that Worf will want.
I don't. He and I have never met, but as I told you, the story is complicated. What you need to know is that he speaks the truth. There is a plot against the Empire, and it is not the Federation's doing. Our true enemies are closer than we realize. If we want to protect our people, we must go to the Vor system and see what is there.
I don't care if you trust me. Kimtar, tell your father that obligations have been met. Only you can decide how you'll deal with the greater threat.
The only threat you should be worried about is me. You're a miserable Karut. Not only have you broken penal colony protocol, but you've meddled in the affairs of the House of Torg. I don't care if Kimtar is innocent. We were paid a great deal of platinum to keep this piece of Baktalk locked up. He's not leaving here, and neither are you.
If Rodek could find us, we can expect more guards soon. If that Batok Rodek could catch up to us, then the Warden and his men will soon find us as well. You must have a ship in orbit. We should beam up as soon as possible and discuss what has happened. If we head for higher ground, it will be easier for your ship to locate us. There is a bluff to the southeast. We must hurry before the Warden and his men catch up to us. Whatever is there, it is a threat to the Klingon Empire. We must find evidence to show the Council. Look up ahead. The Warden and the guards are approaching.
You dishonorable dog! When the High Council hears what Gempok's representatives have done here today, they will order your immediate execution! Enough to keep us warm long after you're dead. We get paid whether Kemtar lives or dies. So, before I kill you, I'll offer you the coward's choice of surrender. What am I forgetting, Tosa?
Your report on Warden Cryptic and the prison riot was disturbing. I have transferred many prisoners to Penthe, and this is the first I've heard of corruption. As you know, the Empire does not tolerate fraud or dishonesty. I accept your resolution to the matter, but I am displeased that you did not apprehend Drake. The fact you freed Kimtar also requires scrutiny. If Kimtar were not Ambassador Worf's son, I would demand that you return him to First City at once. However, if you believe there's evidence of further corruption, you have my authorization to pursue this matter discreetly.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
With